How's it going, everyone? This is your boy Harley. Welcome back to another episode, y'all. So, first off, let me just adjust this real quick. All right. So, I got something very important and serious to tell y'all. And what I'm about to tell you is something that people that are going out should be aware. Even through this rough time, it's not just so much about the pandemic. What I am about to say, I know I'm gonna have some very close friends. I'm gonna have some family that's gonna be telling me that you shouldn't be doing what you're doing right now. And it's nothing what I did wrong, personally. I mean, all I did was go. I did go out to by myself. I normally go out by myself to bars and clubs by myself too, even through this pandemic. And I was very fearful doing being the fact that COVID-19 is as serious as it is, but at some point in time, you gotta realize, if you're trying to have fun, you can't leave yourself closed in for a long time. I keep it in the back of my mind where, yeah, I don't know the people. I try to keep my mask on as much as I can, and if I am meeting a person, then okay, take take it from there. But anyway, I'm just going right into it. So last night, from when this video is posted, or when this video is being made, but when this video is posted, it's not gonna mention anything that actually happened. So on a Friday night, I went out by myself, and I went to one of my usual spots. And as I go outside to bar hop a little bit, see this woman outside. She's on the phone. She she caught my attention. I caught her attention. Vice versa. So we spoke a little bit, got to know each other a little bit. I brought her into one of my spots. Um, then we had a little bit of drinks, and luckily because of the staff, I get free drinks, so that wasn't an issue at all too. So, but it is gonna get better. It's you know, but we were dancing, we were having fun. You would think, in the eyes of a human being, she looked like a regular normal person. So, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired and a little hungover. This woman was giving me Hennessy shots too, and there's a reason why I don't do Hennessy anymore. I mean, I like that stuff in college. No, I don't do that shit no more. Honestly, it's something. I will say it's something that it would never be my favorite drink right now. It used to be my favorite drink, but all of a sudden it makes me do stuff that you would, excuse me, that you would know. I'm sorry, that you would normally never see me do very often. But so then as we started to get to know each other and all that stuff too, we were having fun. Like, we then went outside. Her friend was with her. I think it was a friend or sister. I think it was a friend. So, make it a long story short, like, we go we go to the gas station. I don't think they had any money, and I didn't want to pay with a credit card because the inside of the shop was the inside of the gas station was closed. So, and I didn't want to pay with my card. Then again, if I were to pay with a card at a pump, it would have to be with American Express with Capital One. It's not to No offense to Capital One. I don't know the pleas the case that they would make, being the fact that because gas pumps do make a duplicate card to where there could be unauthorized charges on there. I've been there, done that with my debit card, and luckily, you fight those cases off. Even not luckily, you're guaranteed to fight off those pleas, but it's just you always want to play the safe route too. I try to pay inside. If I don't, fine, but I wasn't really trying to do it. So she then said, "Let's go to an ATM." Went to an ATM to my bank. The crazy part was, like, the ATM wasn't working. So we went inside, and the funny thing was, you would think that as normal as it seemed at that point, like, the other girl, her friend was trying to get, her other friend was trying to get money too, but the weird part was, so what I am about to say is a little bit inappropriate. She did try to seduce me. She tried to seduce me and all that stuff too in her car. And all of a sudden, my debit card got lost. So then I'm checking over the car. I can't find it in the car. She was driving like a big Chevy Toho. So, which is the same exact car as an Escalade, a Chevy Escalade. So then I'm searching it all over, and being the way how she touched me and all that, it would give me the vibe that she had it. So then I asked her, "Can you by chance see if it's not on you by chance?" And she was like, "What the?" I don't. I don't want to say. I don't want to curse so much because of YouTube. So she was like, "What the?" Like, don't try to say what I just said right there too. I can only curse here and there, but so like, what the f? Like, you talking about? Like, I don't have your damn card, and like, and you call me a thief? No, you up already. So I'm like, I'm just making sure, because maybe the way how you were trying to come onto me, going that extra mile onto me, maybe it's on you. I don't know, and all that stuff too. So then they dropped me off near, like, at a nearby spot. And the funny thing was, she was trying to get me a lot of drinks in to where I wasn't functional enough to where potentially she even wanted. The crazy thing was, and this is why I'm glad I said no, because normally in situations like this, I always say no. If I don't know you, you're not coming over to my place. I have to take the time to know you for you to come over to my place. She was just like, "Oh, like, I can come over to your place and my friend could wait." I'm like, "No, that's not even gonna be a plan. No." She tried to take away my situational awareness with the amount of drinks she gave me, and I wasn't even that drunk. Like, I was very aware of what was going on too. So I'm glad that I caught on to what was going on. So, because when she dropped me off at this at the spot at near the downtown area, she drove off just like that. So I immediately called my bank. I told my bank, "Hey, look, I told them that it's marked as stolen, and so on and so forth." So the following morning, I wanted to follow up to make sure that I did what I was supposed to, so that way they don't make any charges to where it does come out of my account. Luckily, it was marked as stolen, so the card was deactivated. But when I did ask my bank, were there any attempted charges towards that card? The funny thing was, this is when it gets crazy. This is when it gets totally crazy. Even after the fact that she said she wanted to come to my place. Like, I'm going to tell you something. When I asked the customer service representative of any potential charges, he said that they spent $36. They tried to spend $36 at a Shell gas station and try to withdraw money at a Chase ATM, $200 from my account. This is this is what I'm telling y'all. Luckily, it was denied. It didn't show up, and it showed up as one of my text messages. Was this you? It didn't even go through, which was good. So I took the right steps necessary. But I do want to tell you this. I'm not in any right now. And I know people are going to message me and tell me that right now. So before you end the video right now and then text me like, "Harley, like, you got to be more careful about situations like this." Listen, I get it. Because I know you're going to pause this video right now, go to your messages, text me this, and then you're going to go right back in the video and watch even more. So for the people that know me. So as of right now, like, I will admit, the one thing you can't do, and I'm just giving, and good thing I didn't even give her the idea of doing so. If you're just meeting a woman, if you don't know anything about this woman, then don't have strangers over at your house. It's what I gotta say. It's becoming more of a thing in Florida. Like, it was on the news not too long ago, and I totally want to say this to you. Please be careful in situations like that too. Please do. Like, my dad told me a story where, and I don't even talk to my dad very often, about about like anything. I don't really talk to my dad like in general, but he did tell me one story where he had a friend brought a girl over, then the girl brought over guys, killed him, and robbed his place. So it it can happen just like that. If you're trying to in a situation like that, if you're trying to if you're gonna try and sleep with a woman that you're just meeting, go to a hotel. I would rather people spend money to be safe, knowing that you're not in their home, and vice versa, than to try to invite them a home to where it's like, all right, you're not spending any money, but you don't know what this woman could do. This woman could potentially killed me and robbed me, and I would never put my family in that situation. Never, especially if I don't know you. If I don't know you, I don't care. Like I'm not letting you over like that. But when it comes to like people like women or friends that I know, of course, definitely come over. But I gotta, and good thing was I did catch her with what she was gonna do, being the fact that she already took my debit, so I knew something bad was going to happen. So my advice to everyone is always check your pockets. Make sure you don't bring, if you are going out, don't bring a lot of stuff with you to a bar or a club. And I understand people are telling me, Harley, you shouldn't even be going out in a pandemic. And I'm going to say this again. Like, I know the risks I take when going out, and I get that. I understand that. And is it the right time to do it? It isn't. And you gotta understand that. But the thing is that I gotta be able to have some sort of fun at this point through this rough, historic time that we're all going through. So, like, forgive me when I do say that. And also forgive me, well, it's not so much being in the wrong at this point. It's more about, like, what could potentially happen to me. And I'm glad it took proper actions to handle a situation like that, because I'm just happy that I'm breathing the following day. Because that could have been the night where I could have lost my life, honestly. She was a 36-year-old woman. And she's doing that. It's just so crazy how this world is. This is a crazy, scary world. So when you are going out to bars and clubs, don't bring a lot of stuff with you. Don't bring a lot of money with you. And if you are gonna have a lot of drinks, you better make sure you have someone with you. You can't have a lot of drinks by yourself. And that was a good thing I didn't do. I don't have a lot of drinks when I'm by myself because of situations like that. So if I'm with someone, then okay, that's different. But in situations like that, like, don't drink a lot when you're by yourself. Whether you're Ubering, driving by yourself, anything, you gotta be able to have some sort of mental capacity or mental understanding. That's why I call it situational awareness and situational understanding, to where you don't want to lose any of those things. To where, like, once you lose those senses and those perspectives, I don't know if perspective is a word. I know I'm going to be corrected in the comment section below. But when that does play a role, like, that's how people lose money. Especially where there are certain clubs where they will make unauthorized charges, take advantage of how drunk you are, and then they'll think you pay any dollar amount when they do that. That stuff like that will happen. That's why if you are going to go out with someone, it's going to be better in a situation like how I was put in. And I bet you if I had a friend that was with me, who knows, I would have been told, look, don't hang out with this woman. And I got to make better judgment in a situation like that now too. Now that I understand, and now I'm probably going to see her again once I ever do go back out. Good thing is my debit card wasn't made any charges. I didn't lose money. And so it's not like, and don't panic. For people that lose a debit card, don't panic. If you can't find it and you know it's stolen or lost, go ahead and call your bank. All right, you're not good. It's not like replacing an ID or a phone where you have to be stretched out, where someone might potentially get your address and get all your information. A debit card, all they try to do is try to get money. You can mark it as fraud. No big deal. Oh, I almost spit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, thank you all for supporting me. I'm so happy that I'm living and breathing. I just gotta be very careful with who I talk to. And this is for all of you, vice versa with all of you. Please be careful with who you talk to. Please be careful with how you encounter these situations. And please be careful, or if a woman or man And she probably could. And the funny thing was, people had told me that she probably could. They probably could have slipped something in my drink at that point and took even more advantage. Luckily, when I got my drinks, I got it in front of a person that actually gives me my drinks for free. So I give him mad props for that because he would have kept an eye on, and I keep an eye on out for that stuff too. I'm like I said, I've been there and done that, but I understand how these situations go. These situations go. Like I've had friends that told me these types of stories, and I don't want to be the next in line, and I was potentially going to be next in line. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I know that I'm going to get text and messages saying that I shouldn't be doing what I did, and I understand that. I am going to take better judgment, and I do make sure I am aware with all my stuff and all my belongings constantly. Because if it was my phone and wallet, what I should have done was call the police, but I was in a good mental capacity to where, I wasn't drunk, but I was just not in any mood. If all she took was a debit card, then okay. If she took my wallet, I will call the police immediately. Either way, call the police, and if you're ever in a situation like that, okay. Especially when you know you've been in their car, they didn't kill you, they don't have any weapons. You might as well in that case too. And this is something that happens very often. So I just want you all to be self-aware of these situations. Please do, please do. Don't go through what I went through, and don't take the mistakes that I did. And if you are, be very aware of what he or she does. I'm speaking for men and women. All right. Now I love you all. Thank you all for all support. Thank you all for the support. I mumbled a little bit. I'm just happy that I'm alive. I'm happy that I'm breathing the same air as you all are breathing, especially through this rough time that we're all going through. And I gotta be more careful in those situations. I understand that. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you all later. Holler at me later. Yeah.